Hi everyone, this is Justin Aquino of Gaming the Brain, and we are going to try to learn to use the vehicle building toolset. So first, we're gonna create a Grav bus, a Grav bus of two sizes, one of 20 detons and the other of 10 detons. So, okay, let's explain. So if you know how to, let's begin. If you remember how to use the vehicle, the ship creation tool, it pretty much works the same, except the propulsion or the drives, like the drives have modifiers. So 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 let's go here. So um, vehicle drives. So if you look at the vehicle drives, um, there is the space it takes, which is the same as the ship's detons, and the price times 1. So, what you call this? We're gonna make a fusion powered Grav vehicle, so it's a TL9. We're also gonna make a mech for the harder sci-fi people who don't want to make, uh, who don't have grav tech, and that's Neem's default, which doesn't have anti-grav or reactionless drives. Okay, and uses reaction drives. Okay, so yeah, so it's the same. You choose your power plant and your um, type of motive. I'm using the term from GURPS since I came from GURPS. A motive system, and you just multiply the space. So if you're using legs and you're using, so legs is contact base, so you're going to use this table, and then you're going to multiply it. So legs is times 2 and times 4 the cost. So if the legs was M, or is it, what's it, uh, sorry, G. If the legs were G, it's 3 spaces. So there's 12 spaces in 1 deton, and then it will cost 2.9 kilo credits, and then you're gonna times 4 this and times 2 this, so it's 6. And then you're gonna, of course, compare to a table. So you like the same one, that there's a table for you to find out if the motive system is sufficient. Um, yeah, and then of course, what does this mean? What does the 1 mean of a motive system? So depending on your motive system, a 1 means 40 kph or 100 kph. So our Grav vehicle will have 100 kph, while our legs will be 50 kph, which is like a Battletech mech. Assault mechs tend to be at this level. Um, the chassis, which is like the hull, uh, goes only up to 20. Beyond 20, we start using the ship scale. So we will start using the small craft scale, which is I forgot what 20 is in the small craft scale. Let me get it. So if you go to small craft design, 20 is S3. So we can use small craft design, and then we will apply the same modifiers as well. Then if we reach 100 tons, we use the regular ship design rules. So this is scalable up to the design limits um, of the book, which is um, yeah, 5,000 detons, which is 100. Sorry, that's times 15. So it's up to 75,000 tons. This is not as big as the biggest ships, so the displacement of our carriers are 100,000 tons, and our largest real world cargo containers are up to 500,000 cubic meters. So 500,000 would be uh, 500,000 divided by 15. It's supposed to be 40, but we'll round it off. It should be up to 33,000 detons. Um, if we're considering the largest currently that we're able to build. Don't worry, Neem will have rules for that, and um, call this. We'll cover that. Of course, my speed is based on uh, call this my availability since this is a part-time gig. Okay, let's get back. So a I want to use M class, which is sorry, not that's a, sorry. Let's make that was a let's make another set. Um, okay, let's make uh, let's make a chassis. Yeah, let's make a chassis that's let's so 4 detons is so 1 deton is a 10-foot container if you've ever seen those. 2 detons is a little bit less than it's 10% less than a 10-foot container. This is so this is basically a 20-foot container. This is sorry 20-foot container. This is a 40-foot container. Contrary to this, um, yeah. So if I want something that will fit a 40-foot container, and that's not a lot of space, we can use 8. So let's call it 8 vehicle code 1, and this is 48. So the unit cost is uh, 2,100. Oh, sorry, not 2,000, 6,250. 6,250. So 6,250. Now, before we put the armor, we have to decide what's the configuration. So we have closed vehicle, so it's enclosed. Um, yeah, it's soft cover until I put armor. And the other options I have is I want it vacuum capable. So I want it streamlined, of course. Uh, streamlined. Streamlined. Okay, let's put a name here. Let's write our concept. Our concept is a 4D ton van, call this GVAN. Let's see how much we can fit. So um, this is we'll use AI to design a vehicle later on, or we'll make it in Blender. So streamlined 1. Streamlined is times. This will take 3 units space, so it's 3, and it is streamlined is 3 times 300%. So if 200% is 100% is times 2, increases the price by 100%. So that's 2. So 200% is times 3. So this is times 4. So get let's get this and times 4 it. So that's or times 3 it because we have to include the base price. Okay, so this is streamlined, and what you call this? Oh yeah. Um, let's start minusing. equal minus. So we'll use negative values. The van, we're gonna use sum f5 to 21, f21. So let's color this text, or let's color this line. uh, let's let's give it visually um, let's make it look different. So let's use alternating colors. Alternating colors, yeah, that's just, that'll be fine. Okay, so streamline, that's not the only thing that the vehicle should be able to do. We want it vacuum environmental seal. Environmental seal. Oh wait, this is the one that has 3 spaces. This did not change my space. This is, sorry, streamlined thrust base chassis. Yeah, it doesn't uh, okay, let's see. And then according to this, vacuum sealed is streamlined. So streamlined does is times 5 speed. This speed, that's too much, because that means if I'm in a vacuum, I should be traveling 5 times as fast. Uh, okay, yeah, I would have done it differently. Anyway, vacuum environmental seal. These 3 spaces, yeah, 10,000 per space of the chassis. So let's see, the space of the chassis is 48 times 10,000. So that should be it. So it's now, oh, why is that? Let's, yeah, there. So that's accumulated. Okay, so vacuum. So now let's consider our the engine. Let's look, we can do this first. So I want, first determine what speed you want. So I just want a 2. So this is because I'm gonna be times 5. So since it's gonna be times 5, I need a speed of 2. So I need a speed of 2, and my engine's 8. So 2 is equal to G. So I need G uh, motive drive. Yeah, drive. So it's a contact drive. Vehicle drive. Vehicle drive is G, and so let's look at the base. The base of the G is uh, G is 2.2 spaces. 2 sorry, negative 2.25 and 2,500, 550, and this is the, oh, this is wrong, this is the power plant. Sorry, B drive. uh, it is a thrust base, so this is G 2.5 times 1.5. So 2.5, it's rounding off because I only have one place, and 125 and 25,000 So this is thrust based, and then let's put the modifier. The modifier is Grav. Grav is, yeah, since times 1 thrust based Grav, we won't change anything. No modifiers. Yeah, we'll just write down TL9. V drive. Next is power plant. So power plant, let's look at the we're using early fusion. So remember, in spaceships, since this is G drive, um, we're gonna use the same power plant, so it's 2. uh, so early fusion is TL9. And like, now that you learn, lasers are used to create the cascading effect that creates fusion. It's like, oh shit, fusion's gonna happen much sooner than antigrav. Okay, so early fusion is power plant again, so that's the minus 2.25, and then the 2000 225 2550. So that's how much we've accumulated so far. And next is the um yeah, uh this is definitely what you call this, uh 1000 kph. If I remember right, regular planes travel at uh uh I think 600 or something. Anyway, um power plant. Okay, fuel. Each vehicle um, needs fuel. Uh, okay, so we can look at it fuel by day, fuel by hour, but since we're using the 1 month thing, um, let's say the van uh, will get fuel tank, and uh, call this for G, and call this uh, we look at the how quickly we consume fuel. So we look at it times 140. So fuel tank. So uh, our fuel tank is uh, for G is 2.25 minus 2.25. So it looks like I think we kind of ignore this because this is the power plant volume. We're gonna look at the um, what's important is uh, 0.75. So this quantity 75. So I want uh, 4 of this, so that for 4 weeks. So look, 4 weeks a day, and per hour, so 4 weeks. And so it seems here it's 40, so let's put 40, and that's how much the fuel tank costs. uh, we can divide deton by 12, so 500 deton for purified fuel. Just get the price for that, for how much it costs to refuel this. So for 1 week, for 1 month, uh, This is how much fuel tank is needed. Okay, next we'll go for their various options. So there's extra leg spare. We're not gonna use this. We're gonna keep it simple. So the vehicle's agility is um, call this. Where's the Grav? +0. Okay. Vehicle controls. Let's get um, advanced controls. So advanced. So one. Uh, call this 3 spaces. 3 spaces and 10,000 and +1 agility. If you're spending this much already, like 10,000 for just an advanced space is not bad. So it hey, so it's 2. Sorry, not 3. Advanced agility. Controls. Okay, no need. No need for cyber controls. Communication systems. So we're TL8. And that's bouncing it off of ionosphere. It's always line of sight. So let's comms. Uh, let's have class 4 1 negative 0 point sorry negative 0.1 and it's 4,000 credits. Then we can have secondary with laser, so we can contact our main ship, and it's equals 3 times. Okay, comms, and then sensors. uh, Basic civilian, that's basic military. Sensors, uh, basic military. Oh wait, that's TL9. So TL10, sorry, basic civilian. So it's the DM for using it as comms. So you can use them as comms, your sensors, but this is the penalty for trying to use them as sensors. So note that I have no jamming capability. Max range is 5 kilometers. Man. Also, I have to use uh, active sensors to get plus. There should be a modifier. No, there's no modifiers. 5 kilometers if there's uh, yeah, that's kind of weird. Your binoculars can see farther than 5 kilometers. Okay. So anyway, so civilian, -6 spaces, and it costs 10,000. And then next is vehicle computer. Um, call this computer. Let's have um, a basic um, model 1. because we're at TL9. So minus 0.01, and it's 500 credits. Okay. Next is vehicle and passenger. Now this is where that eats up a lot of space. So I want um I have 29 spaces, but I have to buy uh call this life support. So since this is just uh, a seat, isn't there something more comfortable? Spaces, seat. Oh, standard. So, um, so we'll use extended. Uh, we'll use extended because the ship can the thing can last. So, it's 3 spaces per 5 people. So, uh, uh, so it's 0.06 plus 2, minimum of 5. So let's put 10. So let's have seat standard. Let's have 10. Could I fit it? Life support. Extended. 2. So this is, and this is 3. And this is 17,000. That's a lot of people. And this is seat is 1,000. Wow. And we are down to 3 SP. 3 uh ooh, theirs doesn't have an airlock. No, I don't have space for an auto dock. Um, ground vehicle can move cargo trailer. Nope. Nope. Detention cell. Nope. This is just a basic. So there are. Let's just so cargo hold. There's no price for cargo. Okay, so cargo hold. What's this? Accommodations. Accommodations. Accommodation cargo. Uh, 3. So exactly our 4D ton Grav van able to fit 10 people uh, costs uh, 714,000. Uh, yeah, and we can round it off to 700,000. It's very basic. It doesn't even have drinks and fresher. Although the fresher, the wet bar is, yeah, nah, just you need cargo hold. Uh, so these are the other options. And yeah, what took a lot of um, space was because I tricked it out with advanced advanced uh, controls, which was +1 agility, um, agility +1, +0. So this is agility +0 vehicle. Let's just put thrust, grab, agility +1. Yeah, and there you have it. Um, a van. Yeah, call this uh, yeah, a van. Okay, so yeah, I hope I um kind of like help. It's 40 tons. So unlike, let's compare it to, what you call this, the what's that one again? Let's compare it to uh the yeah, yeah, the air raft. So the air raft is just as big. Early fusion grab hydrogen fuel. Yeah, it has less fuel. Advanced controls. Oh, it has autopilot. Uh, uh, call this. It has less communications sensor. Oh, because it has more cargo. But if I remember right, it's a base open design. So that's the problem with the air raft. Um, you can't take it in a vacuum. So in the space station. So it's a Grav vehicle. You can just use it to leave your ship and enter a space station. So it acts as a very all-around vehicle. Yeah, and it sacrifices a lot of space for this. So yeah, you can see here a lot of the space went here. So here it is 24.57. So here 20 for a lot of this space, and of course the life support. So it's 26 went to life support. So um, wait a minute, what's its speed? Code E. So what's the speed? Oh, oh, there's a design discount. Uh, so oh, here it is. Oh my god, this thing travels faster. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then the G carrier. The G carrier is huge at 96 spaces. And it's yeah, significantly more expensive. 3 million. Of course, it has weapons. It has all these things. It's really and of course, let's look at the. It has cramped seats, able to hold 12 passengers cramped. This is not cramped. The reason why I decided not cramped is because you've got people wearing back suits, carrying supplies. So two spaces on a D-ton. So if you imagine a 10-foot container, or and you imagine how many people can fit there. Uh, this standard seat can fit 6 people. So if you see this container, you see this container. Uh, this is a 10-foot container, and let me add, let me append and add some people here. Uh, append objects. Yeah, let's get the male and the female. Append. Oops, why is it way over there? So let's put it face there. And so this is a 10-foot cube, and this is roughly 5'10", 5'9" person, and a woman that's 5'6", 5'5". So if you look at the scale of this, and this is a 1D ton. So when you have uh, what you call this? Let's call this uh, shift and then let's join these. Oops. Uh, yeah, oh no, we'll just duplicate them. Okay, so this is how much. Um, this is how much the person might probably fit, and call this. So we'll change the all object proper. The viewport display will display it as a wireframe, and we will apply a boolean modifier. Okay, add the boolean modifier so that we can subtract. Um, so that we can subtract the this thing from it. Okay. Oh crap! No, they're not yet mod. Okay. They're not. Sorry. So I can't make it boolean, but this should be a good placeholder to visualize the visualize how much space 6 people will have in 1D ton. So now that we can see the 1D ton, it's easier to visualize how the grab truck can be. Let's try to make a vehicle. Let's try to make it using the spaceship generator. So spaceship generator by Mark Kingsnorth. Let's remove the edit mode. Let's add a mesh. Let's add a starship. Okay, this is a very busy looking starship. So I typically cut the amount of objects to be simple. Okay, then I play with the random values. Does it go back? If I go back, yeah, it goes back to the other. This is too busy. Where is it? I can always remove it. So, yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. Uh, let's see. This is not just a starship. We can add boosters. Uh, wait, starship. So the booster here is actually hidden. You have to turn it on. And okay, so that's the booster. If I use the rendered view, it starts showing. But we're gonna work with this. I'm gonna work with this. Why is it yeah, depth of field. Yeah, okay, this looks good. Okay, so I like this. Apply all modifiers. Okay, it's all there. So what do we do? So it's 4D tons, right? Let's get the let's go to the edit mode and use, so I press this and L. Oops. uh, L L L. So I mouse over and L to be able to select the objects that I want to remove temporarily as I sculpt this. Oh shoot. Uh-huh. Yeah. What? what? I think I made a bad decision. This is too much stuff going on. So I use split, separate, I mean. I want to separate the selection to be a different model. And you will see that these guys are here. So they're Starship 01. Let's just hide them for a bit. I forgot some other items. No worries. Huh. So, let's face it. Let's scale it. Scale it vertically. Oh shoot. Let's remove the thruster. L. And let's L this. No, let's just separate this. Separate this selection. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. So now that it's separated, let's unselect it. Unselect this. Okay. Let's also hide this for a while. And let's use this and let's scale it. Want it fat? Yeah, kind of. Let's make it like tubby. Um, Scale. Mm-hmm. So we know it's 4D tons. So that's 30, 60 cubic meters. So we can use 3D print tools and look at the volume. That's a bit too big. Okay, let's scale it a little bit tubbier. And then a little bit. Let's see. Volume. Still a bit too chunky. Okay, that's a little bit too chunky. Yeah, right. 4D tons is 4 times 15. Yeah, 60. So I'm at 200. Yeah. Let's scale it a little bit more. Yeah, how does that look? Let's volume check. Oh, I just have to double this. Huh. Uh, Item. So, uh, if I double it, uh, it cube roots. If I double the dimension, cube roots. So, I think I have to only increase it by 20%. So, let's try increasing it by 20%. So, let's get rid of this. This is ruining the calculations. L, L, separate selection, object mode. Okay, oh, that's even more accurate. Okay, so let's increase it by 20%. So that's 3.6, 9.4, 9.44 times 1.2 equals 11.3, 11.2. Let's just make it 11.2, and um, call this 1.7 times 1 point times 1.2. Yeah, 2. Let's make it 2. Yeah, that's chunky van. Ooh, I'm gonna get rid of that other thing. Uh, L, separate selection. Okay, let's look at the volume. Oh, it's still too small. Nice. You have a lot of wiggle room. So, suit. Um, so 1.2. Let's try. So, okay, another 1.2. So, yeah, 4. Uh, call this 11. So that's 13. Let's just make this 13. Just round it off to 13. And yeah, 2.4. And 3D print volume. Oh, a little bit over. Uh, yeah, let's make it 11. Yeah. How can 10 people fit this? Yeah, they're seated, right? Let's make it 3. Let's make it 10. Chunky. Yeah, really chunky. Let's delete that. Stuff that, just delete it. Uh, okay, so I clean this up using edit mode. Select it all. Move it. Let's center this. Yeah, let's center this. This will be its whatever it does to keep it floating. It could be its gravity things. Um, yeah, that's edit mode. Let's look at it this way. Let's do that. Let's select this. Delete it. It's too much. It's too busy. Uh, so let's let's use this differently. hmm Okay, let's do that there, and then do that there, and let's try seeing if this. Yeah, let's have these purlins. uh, L rotate. No, not that. Along the blue. Yeah, and then L. Uh, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Object mode. What you call this? Um, what you call this? Tab. Select these. Um, give it their own texture. Let's have another material. New. let's just um, call this, make it really metallic, some transmission, and then let's make it a bit have some transmission, like a light glow, and then let's have a color of yellow. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's the material. Um, yeah, if I remember right, I think I can assign the material, and I think it's better if I assign more of the material there. Assign hood, and yeah, specular things. And then make it rough, make it smooth. Where's the preview? Yeah, that's huh. Some surface color. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty. I just need it to be basic. I don't need it to be super elaborate. Uh, just change this light to sun point. So just make it just 2 or 5. Yeah. Shoot. Shift D. Duplicate it. Um, so we've come to expect this kind of light. And then this is a bit on the yellow side. No, it's just white. Yeah, it's a bit on the yellow side. This is a bit too blue. Yeah, let's make it like that. It's pretty warm. And then the camera, lock it to view. View, lock the camera to view. Mm, is it too busy? Yeah, it looks too busy. Yeah, that's a bit too busy. If I don't wanna, I'll just hide it first. Call this. Hmm. Sorry. L L separate selections. Let's just hide that. L. Okay. What's that? Uh, K. Sorry. Object mode. Um, that hole. How did that hole happen? Tab. Oh, okay, that's okay. Um, just press fill. Yeah. And object mode. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. Not great either. Let's just let's go here. Uh, call this uh, 3. Let's use box select. Uh, box select, and let's assign boosters, and back to object mode. Okay, so uh, okay, that's pretty much it. So I just have to hide this. Hide, hide. I'm not gonna use it. This all is gonna go hide. I'm gonna hide this. Hide. Sorry, going back to 7. Hide. Not gonna add this. Hide. Hide. And they're all under a new collection. New collection where we're gonna hide them all. Put them all in the collection so we can group them and make sure they don't accidentally render. Yep, only these get to render. So we do this, we set up the render. Mm, tab. Let's make it specular shear tint. Let's increase the emissions by white. Yeah. And object mode, let's go 7. Let's go, sorry, we'll use the camera. We'll lock the camera to view. Where's the camera? Select the camera. Change the camera to orthographic. Uh, Call this um, what you call this? Let's make the camera square and uh, so let's there's the rotation of the camera. Oh yeah, look at the item. Let's make the rotation camera 0, 0, and 0. No angles or tilts. Oops. And we will zoom out of the camera and render. So I'm gonna use freestyle. I'm gonna use 0.5 so that it gives those lines. It gives those lines. Uh, Call this and then we'll use F12. Let's see. Huh. I forgot to put to hide the freaking. Okay. That's so careless of me. There it is. That's wrong. It should just be 1. The lines are too thin. It's not bad. My lighting is really bad. Okay, so yeah, the lighting is a bit bad. I do admit. Uh, okay, camera. I have 9 at ortho. Uh, for orthographic view, the yeah, I guess the lighting. And I guess the material should be, it would be better if it was darker. Um, the starship material is, it's in nodes. Okay, it's a bit on the, make it a bit on the darker side. Anyway, yeah, let's go back. Ooh, looks smoother. I think it's the lighting. I think it's just too bright. Um, I'm on edit mode, so I can't select the lights. So the lights, let me try. Uh, turn off the camera. Yeah, okay. Um, yeah. Let's see. FN12. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, yeah. I guess this is pretty much it. Um, anyway, so this is me making a ship, a vehicle in Cepheus engine, vehicle design, vehicle builder, and um, making it in Blender in an hour. Uh, thanks for watching, and have a good day.